Look, let me describe a situation, and I want you to tell me if this feels uncomfortably familiar. You've got some money in your checking account. Not a ton, but not zero either. Your rent is paid, your credit cards aren't maxed out. But every time your car makes a weird noise, every time your boss says, "Hey, can we talk?" Every time an unexpected bill hits, your stomach just drops. You're not broke, but you're not okay either. You're constantly doing this mental math like, okay, if nothing goes wrong for the next 3 months, I'm fine. And here's the thing, that stress doesn't go away just because you make more money. It goes away when you hit a very specific net worth point. And today, we're talking about why $30,000 is where everything starts to change. Not because it's a magic number, but because of what it does to your brain. My name is Kevin, and I spend way too much time thinking about personal finance. If you're someone who feels like you're doing everything right but still constantly stressed about money, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. And look, this video is not about flexing. It's not about becoming rich. It's about why money stress suddenly starts to loosen its grip around a number that surprises most people. Here's what most people don't realize. Money stress does not decrease linearly. Most people assume, okay, if I make 10% more, I'll be 10% less stressed. That is not how the human brain works. In fact, studies from behavioral economists like Daniel Kahneman show that financial stress is extremely front-loaded. The first few financial buffers reduce stress dramatically. After that, the benefits flatten out. Translation: the difference between $1,000 and $10,000 is massive. The difference between $300,000 and $400,000? Emotionally, not that much. And this is where $30,000 comes in. Let's break this down with real numbers. According to the Federal Reserve, the median U.S. household expense is about $4,500 per month. That includes housing, utilities, food, transportation, insurance. Now, if you have $30,000 in net worth, and let's assume $20,000 is liquid, cash, savings, investments you can access. $10,000 is tied up elsewhere. That's 4 to 5 months of full expenses. And psychologically, that's huge, because your brain stops asking, what if something goes wrong? And starts thinking, okay, even if something goes wrong, I have time. Time is the real luxury here. Here's the thing. Financial stress is rarely about the money itself. It's about lack of control. When you're below this threshold, your brain is stuck in scarcity mode. Scarcity mode does a few nasty things. You overreact to small expenses. You avoid looking at your accounts. You make short-term decisions that hurt long-term progress. This is why people with lower net worth often make objectively worse financial decisions, not because they're irresponsible, but because their brain is under constant threat. $30,000 doesn't make you rich, but it gives your brain proof that you can survive a mistake. Let me give you a real example. I had a friend, we'll call him Mike. Mike made decent money, about $65,000 a year, but his net worth hovered around $5,000. Every minor inconvenience wrecked him. Flat tire, stress, doctor visit, stress, unexpected flight, credit card. Then over 2 years, he quietly built his net worth to just over $30,000. Same job, same income, same lifestyle. But his personality changed. He stopped complaining about money. He negotiated his salary. He took a risk and switched jobs. Why? Because his brain wasn't screaming anymore. Once you cross this threshold, something unexpected happens. You stop optimizing for survival and start optimizing for efficiency. Before $30,000, how do I avoid overdraft fees? How do I stretch this paycheck? After $30,000, how do I make my money work harder? Is this job worth my time? This is why net worth is more important than income in the early stages. You can make $100,000 a year and still feel trapped. You can make $50,000 with $30,000 saved and feel powerful. Now, you might be thinking, Kevin, that's great, but $30,000 might as well be $1 million. Totally fair. So let's break this down realistically. If you save $500 a month, that's $6,000 a year. In 5 years, $30,000. If you get a $3,000 tax refund and save it, cut $200 a month in expenses, increase income by $300 a month. Now you're there faster than you think. This isn't about perfection. It's about momentum. Here's a simple example. Let's say your expenses are $4,000 per month. You have $30,000 saved. That's 7.5 months of runway. That means you can survive a layoff. You can say no to toxic work. You can handle emergencies without debt. Debt is expensive, not just financially, but emotionally. And once you stop relying on it, stress plummets. You'll hear people say, just save $1,000 for emergencies. Look, that's better than nothing. But $1,000 doesn't buy peace. It buys delay. It delays the stress by about 2 weeks. $30,000 buys options. And options are what reduce anxiety. Here's what I want you to do, literally today. Step 1. Calculate your true monthly burn. Include everything. No lying. Step 2. Set a stress freedom target. Multiply that number by 6. That's your version of $30,000. Step 3. Automate one win. Even $100 a week builds confidence. Step 4. Protect the floor. No risky investments until you're past this point. This is about stability first. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people chase visible wins. New car bigger, apartment lifestyle upgrades. But invisible wins, like net worth, change your life more. Nobody sees your emergency fund, but you feel it every day. Look, this isn't about becoming rich overnight. It's about reaching the point where money stops dominating your thoughts. Mistakes don't ruin your month. You feel calm instead of constantly reactive. $30,000 is not the finish line. It's the point where the noise finally turns down. And once you experience that, you'll never want to go back. If this helped you understand money a little better, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and let me know in the comments. What's your current net worth target and what's holding you back? I'll see you in the next one.